go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down, we reppin' that dog pound. Fans going crazy, dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game, this is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense, special team, running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
What's up and what's good?
You know what's up. You know what's good, Keith. You know what's going down. Cleveland Browns beat the Pittsburgh Steelers and what a game like we talked about in the pregame. You said, 14-10? Cleveland would get it done. And it ended up being 13-10. So my man Keith Allen with the correct
very close.
I can't even say it. I'm so happy. I'm so pumped up right now.
Very close. Very close. First off, let me tell y'all. Like this video. Subscribe to the Alaviz Media 2 YouTube channel. That's right. Subscribe to the Alaviz Media YouTube channel. Welcome to Loc'd on Sports 216, Cleveland Browns post-game show. And like my man Ed said, the Browns came out victorious against the black and yellow Piss Monsters, a.k.a. the Pittsburgh Steelers, 13-10. The Browns are 7-3 and all alone in second place in the AFC North. Half a game behind Baltimore. And on top of that, also, they're over 500 in the division at 3-2. Ed, got anything to say on it?
Yeah, I got to say, you know what? We talked about it, and it was an ugly win. But when you're 7-3, there's nothing ugly about it. We're going to talk. Well, obviously, we'll talk about the game and the instances that we weren't feeling probably as jubilant as we are right now. But that's the fun of the NFL. No matter how the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows of the game, I'm sure there are times throughout the game that you're probably yelling at Kevin. What are you calling? What are you doing? Why don't you open up the playbook? Things like that we'll get into. But at the end of the day, when that field goal goes through the uprights, it wipes it all clean. You're 7-3. Now you have a week of practice going into Denver next week at a chance to be 8-3. I mean, how can you not feel good? And that's one thing about the NFL. That's why they say it's an addiction. That's why they say it's a habit, because the highs and the lows, they're so high, they're so low. But give me the highs right now, like in that movie Half Baked, like Thurgood would say, give me the highs. Give me the highs.
Definitely give me the highs. Definitely give me the highs. First off, DTR, who engineered the drive late, with a minute and 30 seconds left, and engineered the drive late to get the Browns in the Pittsburgh territory to set up the game-winning field goal by Dustin Hopkins, was 24 of 43 for 165 yards with one interception. Kenny Pickett, 15 of 28, 99 yards.
Oh, my. And that's their starter. Keith, that's their starter.
The Browns held Pittsburgh to 70 yards, net yards passing.
Well, with all the sacks, because the sacks negate from the passing yards. So they had, 29 yards in sacks, basically?
Yes. Now, running game, we didn't do so hot, so I ain't even going to mention those stats on the running game. Far as for Pittsburgh, Jaylen Warren, 9 carries, 129 yards, one touchdown on that 74-yard run, which I wasn't too happy with, but hey, it happens in the course of a football game.
Yes. Yep. It happens.
And Elijah Moore for the Browns, 6 receptions for 60 yards.
That's what we need
Dude
from
silently has been playing better in the recent weeks.
Well, he dropped that one ball that DTR threw to him. DTR went to him the next time, got the first down. I thought that was a good sign right there.
Yes. And also, you got to look at also Njoku. He had about 4 drops. They had 8 drop passes in this game today.
If he doesn't catch that last ball that kind of sets the drive in motion right there, he is definitely,
Yeah,
Hey, you know what? It wipes that catch that he made though on the final drive.
wiped out
It
for all the
wipes it
other
all.
sins.
It does. It wipes it away. It wipes it away.
Wiped up all the other sins. Also, I want to tell everybody that's watching right now, real quick, want to scroll up. The chat lines are open.
Talk
Don't be
to us.
shy. Hit us up. Talk to us.
Right.
Holler at us.
Yeah.
We're here. The Browns have won. They're 7-3. Hey, it ain't stylish, but I don't give a fuck. A win is a win. And a win over the Pittsburgh Steelers, that's a wonderful
Well, Keith, we talked about this in the pregame. We talked about, and the commentators mentioned it quite a few times that, fourth quarter is a Pittsburgh quarter, and the Browns did something to Pittsburgh that they're not accustomed to. And you know what? They held them to 0 point, or what was it? 3 points, maybe. I forget what it was.
No, they got 3 points. That was it.
Yeah, okay. But the point is this: they took over the fourth quarter because guess what? They got the game-winning drive, something that Pittsburgh usually has been accustomed to doing.
Yes, and that was the one thing I was afraid of watching the game. And I said, damn, this thing. When it was up 10-0, I said, okay, we up 10-0.
2 scores,
2 scores, but
that run after halftime, that changed the whole perplexion of the game because you're feeling good in halftime. You got a 2-score lead. They come right out after the half. And once he scores that, and you knew that it was a 1-score game where a touchdown gives them the lead, that's when it became a little bit white knuckle time.
Yeah. And then for a while, the Browns' offense was stalled.
Yeah,
we'll go stalled in the second half.
We'll go into that, but I mean, who do you blame most? Do you blame the play calling? Do you blame? Because my thing was this: let him throw. Let him throw to people that are actually going out, not this east-west stuff that we're talking about.
Yeah. All I can say is this: sometimes I guess you got to challenge the team in the routes, and they kind of played into Pittsburgh's hands in the second half, especially in the third and fourth quarter, where what Pittsburgh did, they snuffed out the running game. They squeezed everything. They snuffed out the running game, and then they looked and said, hey, they're not going deep.
Right.
So we're going to challenge all the little short passes, the passes in the flats, the screens. We challenging all that. And let's see what they do.
They did.
Yeah. And part of it is because, Kevin has a rookie quarterback back there. So.
Well, that was my thing. My frustration throughout the game was, especially when it became 10-10, was, look, I understand DTR is a rookie, but you chose him over Walker. And here's the thing with PJ Walker. He would have definitely made throws down the field. Now, like I said, some of them might have went to the other team. But Keith, there were many times throughout this game that a lot of DTR's passes, I know the one got deflected and picked off because he threw it behind Amari Cooper, but there were a couple other ones that could have been picked off too. So It wasn't like DTR. He scares me just as much as Walker when he goes back to throw the ball. He still does. He still does.
I'm not going to say he doesn't scare me to the degree Walker does. Walker, I just be praying. I ain't going to even lie to you. I be praying. With DTR, I think slowly but surely Kevin's going to open the offense.
I hope so. He's going to have to.
Because they got Denver next week. Denver's defense done played lights out since the 70-point debacle against Miami. So we'll see. And I guess he wants to see how much can DTR take.
Yeah. Well,
as far as offensively.
And you know what, though, the sign of somebody that's an overcomer, somebody that can go on that final drive like he did, and things were shut down, and you know what, he stepped up to the plate and he got it done. I will say one thing: I think Kevin was not only challenging DTR and what he could handle, but he was challenging Browns fans, and especially he was challenging Jim Schwartz's defense because besides that big play to Warren or whatever like that,
defense was lights out.
Lights out.
It was lights out. Myles Garrett, I think, got 2 sacks.
You know what? Let's talk about that. That was a safety.
Yeah. That's when I felt they should have challenged.
When the ball is touching, here's the thing. They did this too. I forget. I was watching a college game, I think last week, and it kind of the same thing happened. To me, it's like if the ball crosses the plane when you're an offensive player, it's a touchdown, right? It should. Right. Now they're talking about the ball. Some of that ball was on the goal line when
the ball was on the goal line when Myles.
I think all of it was, but even if a part of it was, it should have been a safety, right?
Yes, actually. 2 safeties because I think they had Najee Harris too the next play. And I was like, these refs kind of off today. Yeah. But
Yeah, we got to beat the refs. That's one thing about Cleveland. You got to beat the other team and the refs, it seems. We did that
Yeah, because
today.
that was an obvious safety cut. Miles Garrett came out of there shot out of a cannon on that play. He
Why
set the
didn't we?
tone right then.
Why didn't Kevin Stefanski challenge that?
They said he did, but he said he was a little too late. And I
What do you
think,
mean you're too late? You're like, to me. I don't. Okay, Keith. There's things in life that you're late. You forgot to put the mail out. You forgot to do this. I get it. You're an NFL coach getting paid millions of dollars. Throw the damn
I think also, I will say this: a lot of times they get those calls from the coaches upstairs.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to watch the game. You know what?
And they might have been slow to the draw as well. So, which was
Right.
all slow process altogether, in which,
I just hate in today's technology in 2023. Look, I understand there's sometimes that bad plays get, but when they're scoring plays, we should and just for the
they all
fairness of
should
the
get
NFL,
reviewed.
they should never ever get a scoring play wrong ever.
No, they shouldn't. No, they
You
shouldn't.
know, that's what
They should all be reviewed and everything.
Yeah, all the automatic reviews. If it's a scoring play, it shouldn't even have to be challenged. It should automatically be a booth review, no matter what.
Yes, yes. But the Browns pulled it out. They're 7-3. The last time they were 7-3 was 2020 when they went to the playoffs. And think about this: 7-3 is a whole lot different.
You know, it's going to be a 7-3 where each week we're going to have to, I mean, the defense has to stay strong and steady and sturdy and do what they got to do. But it's going to be one of those weeks like we had Baker in 2020. And this week, I know we're going to go with DTR. I think we're going to continue with him. But it's going to be somebody stepping up offensively, every week. Like, we had Elijah Moore this week, I think, kind of six, like you said. I like what his production was. We couldn't run the football. We couldn't run. Yeah. I'll tell you what really, really helped our offense. And credit to DTR. Maybe there's a calming presence. We only had that one penalty when Hudson got that call for illegal hands to the face. That was a killer penalty. But other than that, our offense, we didn't have stupid false starts. We didn't have illegal formations. We didn't have 12 men in the huddle. We didn't have delay of games. Give DTR credit for that. He ran a good huddle.
He did. He otherwise ran a clean game, really. Besides the interception.
Yeah, and that, like I said, that was behind Cooper. It didn't have to be picked off. Sometimes things like that happen, but it wasn't the worst throw in the world either. It wasn't a PJ Walker throw, I'll tell you that.
No. And I think as he plays more, he'll become more confident.
He needs reps.
He just needs reps and stuff right now and everything. Yeah. So more and more he plays, he'll be more confident and everything. So 7-3, he's 1-1 as a starter. And think about his first two starts. He went through the firehouse.
Can't get it. Right. It only gets easier. Baltimore and Pittsburgh, right?
Pittsburgh. Yeah. Yes. And think about it. The Browns got a chance to go 4-2 in the division.
Yeah, because that Cincinnati game's looking winnable at the end without Burrow.
Yes. 7-3. To all you fans that probably ain't satisfied with the process, screw you. Take the win. 7-3, damn it. 7-3. Imagine that. 7-3. And I remember a lot of these prognosticators and all this stuff from national shows didn't get a Browns shit of a chance.
No, and that was with Watson.
I heard 6-11. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What kind of, dude, do y'all? I actually wonder, do these people actually look at the games?
They must not. Honestly, Keith, they can. There's no way that these national pundits and everything throwing out a 6-11. There's no way that you look at our schedule, you look at other teams. They think they try to be. A lot of them try to be cute. Oh, it'd be funny, and then a lot of them have personal bias against Deshaun Watson, so they don't like us for that. So, let's make the Browns 6-11. Let's, they try to pile on us, and we take it personal. Clevelanders and Cleveland Browns fans, we take it personal, and that's the one thing I love about us. It's like
that's why we don't want none of y'all national motherfuckers coming to our city. Far as I'm concerned, because y'all shit on us all the time. But then, if the Browns continue on the trajectory that they're on and make the playoffs, all of a sudden it'll be a feel-good story. And I'm gonna tell you like this: don't be surprised if the Browns make the playoffs this year or win the AFC North. Kevin is going to be a Coach of the Year candidate.
Yeah. I mean, I will say one thing during the game. Did you feel like during the game that, you know that old adage, you play not to lose the game, you got to play to win the game.
Yeah, they played
I
not
think
to
there
lose.
were there were times where I'm sure, and it's
They
kind of like,
played not to lose in the
yeah,
third
and
quarter
almost
and
bit him,
early fourth.
almost bit him.
Yeah, almost came back to bite them, but then when they got the ball back with a minute and 30 left, I
I
said,
felt good. I kind of felt good.
I think Kevin said, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah, and he started throwing route. Like, where are those
Yes,
routes at during the rest of the game? That's all I mean,
yes. Kevin said, fuck this. We're going to win this bitch. Forget
and he
that.
did.
We're
He
going to
did.
win this bitch, DTR, and you're going to lead us. And DTR
Now,
let him down. But I also will say that run by Kareem Hunt was
oh
huge.
yeah,
Where he
he
hurdled
hurdled.
over the
Yeah,
yes. It was huge. That's when the momentum changed after that
oh
run
yeah,
by Kareem Hunt. And that's why I say games like these are not games for Ford, it's the games for Hunt.
yeah.
And
He
true
brings the
enough, they
emotion.
stuffed the run, but you gotta keep plugging. You gotta keep them
Yeah.
honest and everything. You got to keep Pittsburgh honest because if you don't run at all, you setting DTR up for a disaster.
Oh yeah, and that's kind of, well. I mean, you saw that, and then they were trying to go to doing screens and throwing to wideouts, and then it'd be 2nd and 14. They'd get caught by him because,
Yeah,
like you said,
yeah.
Pittsburgh was creeping up,
Oh
and
yeah, they weren't respecting nothing deep. They was like they ain't gonna throw deep on us.
and then we didn't, we didn't.
We didn't. We didn't. But like I said, Myles Garrett is the man.
He is the man.
He
I'm going to call my shot right
is
here,
the
Keith.
man.
I'm
Yes.
calling my shot. Right, first play of next week's game against Denver. DTR's throwing deep. That's I think
Oh
just to
yeah.
show that he can. I'm telling you, Bernie always said this. Bernie always said that you got to soften the defense up with the home run ball. That's why, like, the
Yeah.
first play in Cincinnati in like 1986 when we went down to the jungle, he threw one to Reggie Langhorne for 90 yards or whatever like that. So that's what I think. So mark my words, DTR is going to throw one. Probably the first play of the game in Denver, going to launch one.
Yeah. I think he's gonna launch a little more in Denver too. I think how sometimes you kind of get a team too much respect.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think that was the case with the Browns. We fell into the cycle where we kind of played not to lose, but I understand and I get it.
but you know what I
To
don't,
be,
Keith? I
yeah,
don't understand why does Pittsburgh? Okay, why does I can understand why the Browns play that way because we got DTR and we had PJ Walker, and I get that. But these Pittsburgh fans, they must be delusional. Your franchise quarterback per se is Kenny Pickett, and you play like the Browns played today, not to lose every week. And you know what I'm saying? So,
well,
and that's not sustainable in the NFL. And I'm thinking to myself, they have got to make a change at quarterback over in Pittsburgh. He cannot be their answer.
who are you going to put in there?
Anybody, I would, and this anybody,
You going to
but
throw Mitch Trubisky
no,
and
no.
get
Here's
some
what
Rudolph in here?
I'd get rid of all of
And
them.
and think about this also. Pittsburgh is not going to draft high enough to get that guy.
I trade for Kyler Murray. Then I make a trade. Justin Fields might be available.
Yeah, get
I would
Justin
do something
Fields in
like
our
that.
division.
I
Things
don't
gonna
want
get
him.
real. Cause see, like I told you, everybody shitted on Justin earlier this season, but
Didn't he get the win today? He got the win, right?
I don't know.
They were up
I don't know.
23-14 on the Lions last time
It
I
was up
saw
like
it.
26-21 at one point.
Okay, I was
I don't know.
partying too much. I don't know.
We're
I
gonna
might
look
have.
and see. Let's
Yeah,
see.
Keith, we need an update because like I said, I saw things change in a New
No,
York.
they lost. They lost 31-26.
So the Lions came back.
Yes.
Oh
Justin
shoot. Okay.
Fields was 16-23 for 169 yards, one touchdown, no interceptions, got sacked twice. And Justin Fields was their leading rusher.
How many
18
yards?
carries for 104
Oh
yards.
shit. Okay. Damn. Okay.
And
All
like
right.
I said, Chicago hasn't done him no favors either.
No.
I stand on that mountain. And if
He's better
he
than Kenny
really,
Pickett.
oh hell yeah.
I mean,
He needs a change of scenery. But don't trade him to Pittsburgh. Fuck
no,
that.
don't
They
do
can
that.
keep Pickett. But I will say this about Pittsburgh. If I was Pittsburgh, I would go with Jalen Warren.
So would I. I
More
agree with
so
that.
than Najee Harris because they have a different type of vibe with Warren in there.
Yeah. The announcers were saying how much more step and they're more quick to fire at all cylinders and everything like that when
Yes.
Warren's in there. Yeah.
And also, like I said, when I start seeing Warren in there on 3rd and long and stuff, I was like, you got to watch Warren because he'll
Yeah.
be the one to
And
get
they
the
got
ball.
that 3rd and 14, 3rd and 13. They got
Yeah.
14 or whatever.
But
That was
I
heartbreaking.
was,
That kind of was crushing a little bit.
and I know it might drive Hurricane crazy because if I was Pittsburgh, I'd be playing Jalen Warren more than I'd play
Yeah,
Najee Harris.
I agree.
Because
I mean, don't you want to give the better back more carries? I mean, I know they're going to split time just like the Browns with Hunt and Ford, just like most NFL stable of running backs. I get that, but to me, the better player is Warren, and to me, why wouldn't you get him more snaps?
it's
I don't.
obvious. I mean,
It
it's
is.
no doubt about it. But like I said, remember what I told you earlier today? The draft politics.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah,
The
Najee was a
draft
first round.
politics
It'll get you. It'll bite you. It'll get you.
all the time. Because think about it, Najee Harris,
Mm,
1st round pick.
yeah.
Jalen
Thank you.
Warren,
Not a first round
undrafted free agent.
free agent. Yeah.
So that
Street free agent, as they like to call
yes,
it.
exactly. So the 1st round pick gonna get all the opportunities in the world, no matter what. And everybody knows that Jalen Warren is better than Najee
Yeah.
Harris.
Yeah. Even
Everybody
Najee knows
knows.
that. Even Najee knows that.
Najee knows that. I mean,
I mean, he knows.
you talk to any Pittsburgh fan, they will tell you
Yeah.
that Jalen Warren is that guy. Matter of fact, that guy scored me like 20-some points in fantasy today.
Okay. Yeah, I got to check my fantasy team out. I was winning. I was doing good. I'm on a 5-game losing streak, but I think this is the week I get off the schneid here. So
Yeah. Ever since I started doing this show on Sunday, I usually don't even check my fantasy till tomorrow or Tuesday. But I'll make my lineup changes like right before Thursday.
So do I. I'm right. Me too. That's how I am. Yeah. Yeah.
But I be so consumed with this show and everything, I don't even be thinking about fantasy football.
And it is the best pregame Brown show. So check us out, Lockdown
Yes.
Sports 216
Yes,
at noon. It is the best preeminent pregame show for the Cleveland Browns
Yes.
coverage.
At noon, and then you check us out on the post game, 30 minutes after every game.
We'll have to talk next week. We're in Denver. I think that was at a 4:00 game.
Yes, 4:00 game.
All right, so
I think we'll still go. I think we'll still go at 12.
Okay.
We'll still go at 12, but the post game, I guess it'll be 7:30.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll deal with it.
7:45. We'll deal with it when it comes and everything like that. But like I said, the Browns are 7-3, and they're going to move up.
The power. Yeah. Talk about it. When do you release those top 10? Keith's Lockdown Sports.
I released the NFL power rankings on Wednesday.
That's right.
Wednesday. I got a little lethargic on Wednesday this past week, but I actually got it done. I had it done. I just had to get the video done, then write the article and stuff like that. But I got the video done Thursday and put it out there before the games came on. And then what I did also in the power rankings that's in the article itself, I updated Baltimore's record.
Oh, nice.
And game and win, updated them. I couldn't move them up because, of course, you got Philly and you got Kansas City 1 and 2. So
I'm curious to see now. I'm not, obviously this is your brain, and I can't get inside it, but I'm curious to see. Obviously, before we talked earlier today on the pregame, you had said in your top 10 that the Browns were 8th, I believe, and the Steelers were 7. Now, obviously, the Browns are going to stay in the top 10 and move up.
Yes.
I'm curious to know, and I don't want an answer now because I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait like the general public here. But Steelers at 7, do they drop out of the top 10 depending on what happens in the NFL? It'll be curious to see. I just wanted to throw that out there for the public to give you a little plug right there.
Hey, like they do on Power and stuff when they when you found out when Tommy had killed the agent and stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
They didn't show right then that Tommy found out Vic was a snitch.
That's right. But we're not giving anything away.
I have to let you know on Wednesday.
That's right.
When I compile everything up, I have to let you know on Wednesday. All I know is I think Dallas won today. Well, yeah, Dallas won today. I ain't got to check that.
What's our Bills? Or when we made it, now we had 2 games that we talked about. Obviously, we'll have to give it next week in the pregame, but we had the Eagles
Buffalo
and Chiefs.
Bills.
Yeah, the
Buffalo
Bills and the Jets.
New York Jets. Buffalo Bills is up 6-0 in the second quarter.
Now, I had Buffalo winning 20-17. You had the opposite. You had the Jets winning 20-17.
Right, exactly. Can you imagine the Chargers lost to the Packers? And they had a lead on the Packers, and the $270 million man?
Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
How'd he do today? I'm just
go
curious because I want to see what
I want to
270
check
million
and
buys.
see.
What is 270 million bias?
270 million got you a 4-6 record. I know that.
Well, that's not
Our 230 million, which is a deep discount compared to this 270,
right.
we were 5-1 with the guy.
Yeah.
Am I right? I mean, if I'm
You're
wrong,
not wrong.
21 of 36, 260, 2 TDs.
Okay. That ain't all that.
All
I'm just wondering because
but you're doing all that, but you're losing.
Yeah.
You're losing.
Their defense is not good though. Their defense is not good.
You're losing. You're losing. If people throw people's money up in their face, the end result should be a big part of it as well. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna tell you something. Patrick Mahomes got the biggest. 7-2.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts got a pretty good sized contract. 8-1.
Lamar got a big contract.
8-3.
Yeah.
Joey Burrow, 5-5. He's hurt. He's out for the year. Deshaun, team is 7-3. 5-1 when Deshaun starts and plays. 5-1. And like I said, out of all those quarterbacks last week, all those quarterbacks that I named, only one would have been able to come back against the Ravens last week in Baltimore.
Patty Mahomes.
And that'd have been Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But we put this guy on the pedestal.
Yeah.
And 4-6. That means Staley is going to get fired at the end of the year.
I'm surprised he made it this year. I'll be honest with you.
And think about this. They defense, they got talent on the defense.
I know. They got names. They got Darwin James.
They got Khalil Mack. Bosa got hurt today.
Yeah.
Derwin James.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some players. So what is the problem?
Head coach, obviously, not getting the players ready to, Kevin Stefanski, give him credit. We never quit. There are times, obviously, during the game where, and maybe Pittsburgh helped us because their offense was just as bad as ours at times. But to the credit of Jim Schwartz and getting our defense ready, I mean, there's got to be times they're out there thinking, we're getting all these subs, and what's it attributed to? But and then you had the punters, having a shank fest. They shanked it. Then Bojorquez, he shanked one too, kind of. But luckily, we got over that. That was maybe he got his one bad kick out of the way because moving forward, we can't have that. But no, like I said, our special teams once again played well, and the defense played extremely well, and the offense didn't lose us the game, and that's going to be, it looks like, the formula for the Cleveland Browns moving forward. Hey, the Ravens won with Trent Dilfer. I always say this: Ravens won with Trent Dilfer. Okay?
The Ravens won with Trent Dilfer. The Steelers are winning now with Kenny Pickett.
He's bad. He is bad. He is not.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, he's missing throws down the field. Like, there were times that there was nobody around, and he's your starter. He's played all these games, and you're telling me that he's not on the same page with his two wide receivers, Deontay Johnson and George Pickens. Like, if it's to the point now when he's played all these games and they're still having communication issues, there's something not right.
Yeah, and think about this. Deontay Johnson didn't have a catch till the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And that's, wow, that was like, wow. Now, for a minute, I forgot he played for the Steelers.
It was nice not hearing his name. It was nice.
And Freiermuth only had one catch, too.
Yeah. It was basically Jaylen Warren. Basically, there was their whole offense.
Jaylen Warren was their whole offense with a little bit of Pickens.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Najee Harris. That was it, for real. Yeah, and I mean, the Browns defense stepped up to the task again.
Yeah,
shout out to those guys.
Yeah. I mean,
but think about this. Browns offense don't have to dash you. Think about it. The year when the Denver Broncos won the Super Bowl, you know what Peyton Manning's touchdown to interception ratio was?
Let's see. It was 2015 or whatever that they won, somewhere around there. I'm gonna say 23 touchdowns. 12
I don't even
interceptions.
think it was that. I
Yeah, I
think it
don't even.
was like
I'm
9 to
just.
17 or something like that. Matter
Yeah,
of fact, he got benched that
that's right.
season
Yeah, he
for
did.
Brock
He did.
Osweiler. Yeah, he
Yep.
got benched. But that Denver defense
Yeah, that was pretty. They were pretty stout.
kept them alive and they won the Super Bowl.
Von Miller and all them. Yeah.
Yes. And since now we're heading into Thanksgiving and everything, what do you think
Hmm.
the Browns have to be thankful for?
Oh, geez. Well, obviously they got to be thankful for one Miles Garrett. I think all Browns fans would attest to that because his physical dominance and play on Sunday has definitely set the tone. I mean, when you think of the 2023 year and you think of the face of the Browns, and say, for instance, you're making a calendar, it's Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett is on the front of that calendar, and you know what I'm saying. So I think that's great that he is the franchise. He's the face of the franchise, and I love that. I'm also thankful for having a field goal kicker as D Hop is. I mean, think about how many games he's won for us with his consistent kicking, and our punter, obviously, to our special teams. Our special teams is
Special
definitely,
teams.
yeah. So that's what my most two things I'm grateful for and thankful for are Miles Garrett and our special teams. And then everything else has just kind of been, just don't mess it up on a week to week basis. And so
Yes.
far they haven't, and that's why they're 7-3.
Yes, sir. I also got to be thankful for Miles Garrett for one, but
Okay.
also be thankful for the fact that the Browns addressed the elephant in the room this year from last year was fortifying that defensive line.
Yeah, the beef the beef on the line.
Yes, beefed up the defensive line. And also, I'm
Yeah.
thankful that our linebackers have been relatively healthy this year.
Yeah. Now Walker
JOK
went
has
out
made,
today, didn't he? I think
yeah,
Walker
Walker
went.
went out. I said relatively
Yeah, I
till
know.
Walker went
I
out
know. I just
today.
want to give
Knock
the
on
audience
wood.
that. Yeah, he went
Yeah.
out.
JOK been lights out this
Yeah.
year. Also, I'm thankful for Denzel Ward.
Oh, he's a
He has
baller.
played lights out. When that dude plays, he's all pro material every time
Yeah, every time. Yeah.
when he plays.
He
And
put
think
that hit
about
on.
this.
Who's that hit he put on today? He put
Najee Harris
yeah, that was a nice hit.
stopped that dude dead in his tracks because if he
Lost his
would have
helmet
tried to,
too.
yeah, if he'd have tried to tackle him any other way, Najee would have probably spent off of him and got the first down.
First down. Yeah.
And
Wow.
I'm also thankful for our special teams.
Yeah. You have to be. You have to be. I
Yeah.
mean, it's.
And I gotta give Kevin his flowers. I gotta give him his flowers. He kept this team together. Cause think about this. Your main guy goes down, your quarterback. They could have just pitched in the tent and said, fuck it.
Yeah.
A long time ago, after game 3. They could have said, fuck it, after game 3. They beat the 49ers when nobody gave them shit of a chance. They hung in there with Seattle and they should have won. And
Yeah.
Kevin, he probably privately would tell you, I probably should have ran it
Yeah.
on that 3rd and 3. I probably should have ran Kareem Hunt on that 3rd and 3, and we'd probably be 8-2 now.
Oh my. Oh
But
wow. In first
but
place too.
but he learned from that moment. Against Baltimore, he stuck to the guns on offense. No matter how far they was down by 2 scores and they was still running the ball. And today, against Pittsburgh, even though he probably had to dial back the game plan because you can't do with DTR what you can do with Deshaun. But he saw through it all, and when it came time to win the game, that's when he took the training wheels off DTR in the 4th quarter at the end.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it was nice handled. I wouldn't say handled in a way that as a Browns fan, it was the most aesthetically pleasing. But you know what?
Check out.
He knew. Yeah, right.
It's pleasing. It's aesthetically pleasing to me because last year at this time we was 4-6 last year at this time.
Yeah,
So, hey,
yeah. All I'm saying is from the point where I think Kevin knows his team enough where he knew that handcuffs all the way to the last drive basically, and he would still be able to win the game. It's just all I'm saying is I think moving forward, now that we know that DTR can orchestrate drives when it matters in crunch time, that maybe in the second quarter, maybe some of the plays that you were calling in that last drive,
might
feel free
open
to
up.
use. open. You gotta open it up. You have to, because teams are going to just use the Pittsburgh model. And look, not all teams are as good as Pittsburgh. I get that, but at the same time, you can't expect that 13 points is going to win you that many games in the NFL.
True. It's not.
That's the
It's
thing.
not.
Yeah.
It's not. That's why I said that's how I figured it today. It'd be a low scoring 14-10 game, because I was like, shit, Pittsburgh ain't got much on offense.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I said 21-13. So I didn't give him much more credit than you did. I thought maybe that we could score another touchdown or get some more points. And there were some opportunities, I think, that if we would have opened it up, we had chances. But when you just play as vanilla as we did, I'm saying Pittsburgh just pinned their ears back and just stopped all those short routes.
And plus, the thing with Pittsburgh is they take advantage of your mistakes. Because if you looked at the thing, they're like 25th against the run on defense and like 28th against the pass on defense. But they're number 1 in turnovers.
Yeah, were they plus 11 or something?
Yes. Number 1 in the league. So
yeah, because really, you're right. If you can play a clean game against them, they're not exactly the best when it comes to they kind of basically they make the other team stop themselves with turnovers.
Yes. They make you make the mistake. Think about Pittsburgh ain't had no turnovers. They make you make the mistake. And I think with Kenny Pickett is, because you also got to remember Kenny Pickett's only in his second year too. Yeah. And think about this.
I just don't think he's getting better.
Yeah, and think about this also, like Pittsburgh with Big Ben. Big Ben wasn't who he was in his first or second year either. So it's a process. Fortunately for us, it's a process.
For us, right? Yeah, keep processing.
Fortunately, it's a process for them right now. Right now, hey, we gotta hit the ground and keep it running. We go to Denver next week.
Jeez.
Denver, like I said, the Loc'd On Sports 216 NFL Top 10 Power Rankings will be out on Wednesday. Definitely be out on Wednesday. I think I'm off Wednesday, so it'll be out on Wednesday, and the article will be up on Wednesday too.
Good Turkey Day reading if you don't get to it.
Yes, definitely. Good Turkey Day reading. If you don't read it, watch it. It'll be on the Allen Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. Subscribe. Feel free to subscribe to it. Hey, y'all can comment. We're not going to bite y'all. We're not going to bite y'all.
Unless you want us to, then maybe. We'll see.
We're not going to bite y'all. We won 7-3. Enjoy it, Cleveland fans. I'm like LeBron. Cleveland, this is for you. Also, within probably another 30 to 40 minutes, the Cavs will be going up against the world champion Denver Nuggets. No Donovan Mitchell tonight. Hamstring. It's been how can I say this? Did the Cavs win the last? Cavs beat Detroit on Friday.
Yeah, 108-1.
Yeah. Cleveland State lost to Eastern Michigan.
I saw that. They had the one guy though. He made a top 10 play on ESPN. He dunked over the Eastern Michigan guy. I forget what his name was, but he put him on a poster.
Iriuna is a light skinned guy.
No, it was somebody else. It was
Oh, I think I know you. Might have been Tay Williams.
Yeah, I think that's who. Yeah, I think that's who.
Yeah, man, that dude got ups.
Yes, he put him on a poster.
Thing with Cleveland State, they got a way more athletic team this year than in years past. So watch out for them. They're going to be dangerous.
They always make a tourney runner, even in the Horizon League. So they're always, with a chance to make the NCAA. So,
and I think they're one of the favorites to come out of the Horizon League.
Okay, that's good.
So people, if you ain't got nothing to do and you tired of watching pro basketball, or you just a basketball junkie like me, and you ain't got nothing to do, go check out Cleveland State.
Yeah, go Vikings.
Go Vikings. And also check out the Charge too and get to see Amani Bates.
Yeah, he lights it up. He gets like 29 a
game. Man, he should be playing more often for the Cavs. That's when me and JB got a beef. He should be playing more, especially now since Okoro is out.
Maybe here's what they're thinking. Maybe though, let him heat it up. Let him do it for the Cleveland Charge or whatever like that. And then rookies usually hit the wall. So if they don't bring him in till January, basically, then he can go all the way till the end. What I'm saying, depending on what their playoff run, because they're always going to need bodies or something like that. So maybe that's what they're thinking. That's the only thing I can think of. They don't want to burn him out too quickly. Maybe.
Okay.
That's my
'Cause
only. I got to give some kind of, because I like Amadi
yeah,
Bates. He can light it. He can light it up.
yes, because the Porter kid looked good too.
He did. Yeah.
He played well on Friday, but the Cavs take on the world champion Denver Nuggets in their only appearance at
Yeah.
the Rock. I just call it the Rock. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm so used
I
to
call it the
calling
Romo
Shaquille.
Fijo. Romo Fijo.
Yes,
Rocket Mortgage.
they have no Jamal Murray, but Denver's coming to play. So
Yeah, they got that
go
one guy.
Cavs.
Yeah, they got that one MVP guy.
Yeah, that guy Jokic.
I heard he
Yeah,
was okay. He's
yeah, I heard he
overrated.
was all right.
He's
He's
aight.
all right. He was MVP last year, and
Yeah. They just give it to
dude
anybody
puts
nowadays. They just give it to anybody.
dude puts up numbers like what though?
Yeah,
So
that's probably the reason why he wins it. But
yeah. But you got anything to say in closing?
no, like I said, I want everybody out there tonight to relish and celebrate this victory, especially if you've been a longtime fan of the Cleveland Browns, because anytime you play your rival, especially the Pittsburgh Puke Steelers, whatever you want to call them, fuck Pittsburgh. But here's the thing, I always cherish, as you get older, you start to cherish and things in like rivalries and things. And obviously we got a big one coming up this Saturday in Ann Arbor, but this was a big one for the Cleveland Browns today against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, anytime you can beat your rival, it's nothing better than it. I don't care. Like you said, if you won by 100, if you win by 3, it was a great victory. So Cleveland, celebrate this. It's for you.
And I noticed something today. And everything. My son hasn't messaged the show.
Kind of quiet. He's been kind of quiet.
Yeah, he didn't message the show.
Wonder why that is. I wonder why that is.
Little Keith, I can't hear you now.
Yeah.
Where you at? I can't hear you. You usually burn my LinkedIn up and everything. And I think that's going to be the same way next Saturday when Ohio State go up to Michigan and burn their asses.
That's right.
Next Saturday, because we got Travion Henderson this time.
Yes. He's going to have to run.
And you're not going to be able to handle both Henderson and Harrison.
I like
You're
that.
You're not going to be able to handle Henderson and Harrison. And our defense at OSU is way more improved than last year. They're not giving up big plays.
Bend don't break. They don't give up. You know what it is? It's not even the big plays I'm worried about. They don't give up points. They just don't give up points.
No, they do not.
That's what counts. They don't give up points.
It's gonna be a tough game though, because Michigan ain't gonna just hand Ohio State.
No, it's gonna be a monumental task. Don't get us wrong.
If Ohio State can corral Corum,
yes, they
will win.
I agree with that sentiment 100%.
If they can corral Corum and not allow McCarthy to make plays out of the pocket or whatsoever, Ohio State will be successful on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
And we will punch our ticket to the Big Ten championship and beat whoever the fuck it is over there out west.
I think Iowa clinched. I think it was Iowa that clinched.
Iowa don't do shit for me.
No,
so they're like another Penn State for real.
I wouldn't even put them at that level. Like they have no offense.
None. So like I said, go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
And like I said before I get up out of here, fuck Pittsburgh. We beat their ass today.
This is how we do it.
7-3. And we go to Denver next week.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. We go to Denver next week. So let's go Browns.
Go Browns.
Oops. There we go. My ticker went out. Ticker went out and everything. I was like,
it's partying as well. Ticker's partying.
The ticker's happy too. But anyway, this is your man, Keith Allen, along with my man, Ed in Columbus for Locked On Sports 216. We are out of here. Final score, Cleveland Browns 13, the Pittsburgh Steelers 10. And like I said one last time, fuck Pittsburgh. We got the W. Peace.
Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go.
Hold up, I messed up. I played the wrong.
Uh-oh.
Pittsburgh's up in smoke.
That's right.
I played the wrong one.
That's all right.
Here we go. Now
Let's
we
do
out.
it. Go Browns.
Yes, sir. Now we out as soon as this thing rounds in the form.
Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down, we reppin' that dog pound. Fans going crazy, dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game, this is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense, special team, running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar.
Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go.